Speeches on American Taxation by Edmund Burke. Edmund Burke, an influential British statesman and political philosopher of the 18th century, was known for his powerful speeches and writings on a wide range of topics, including American taxation. While Burke did not deliver specific speeches solely dedicated to American taxation, he did express his views on the subject in the context of his broader political philosophy and in relation to the American colonies' struggle for independence from Britain. Here is a summary of Burke's key arguments and perspectives on American taxation. Representation and consent. Burke emphasized the importance of representation and consent in taxation. He argued that taxation should only be imposed on individuals who have representation in a legislative body responsible for levying taxes. As such, he criticized the British government for imposing taxes on the American colonies without their consent or adequate representation in Parliament. Taxation and colonial rights. Burke defended the rights of the American colonists and questioned the legitimacy of British taxation policies. He believed that the colonists, as British subjects, were entitled to the same rights and liberties as those living in Britain, including the right to be taxed only with their consent. Burke denounced excessive taxation and viewed it as a violation of the colonists' rights. Economic benefits and trade. Burke recognized the economic benefits that the American colonies brought to Britain through their trade and commerce. He argued that imposing burdensome taxes on the colonies would hinder their economic growth and harm British interests in the long run. Burke advocated for a more balanced and mutually beneficial approach to taxation that would promote economic prosperity for both Britain and the colonies. Pragmatism and compromise. While sympathetic to the concerns of the American colonists, Burke also emphasized the need for pragmatic solutions and compromise. He believed that a peaceful resolution to the conflict could be reached through dialogue and negotiation, rather than resorting to military force. Burke urged the British government to reconsider its taxation policies and to engage in meaningful dialogue with the colonists to address their grievances. Overall, Edmund Burke's stance on American taxation reflected his broader principles of representation, consent, and the protection of individual rights. He condemned the imposition of taxes without the consent of those being taxed and argued for a more equitable and mutually beneficial approach to taxation between Britain and its American colonies. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe our channel.